Hello. It's been a little while. It's been a few weeks, months, since I've updated you guys. This isn't really what this video is for, but I will give a quick update. I hope you guys are doing really well. I've been at my library job for about 2 months now, which in the grand scheme of things really isn't that long, but I really like it, like a lot. I'm learning so much so quickly, and I just feel like God's put me in a place where I feel satisfied and I'm excited. I mean, of course there's the days where, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to go to work today, but it's not the same feeling as when I was teaching. And I've, as I've said before, I don't know if I'm done in the classroom, but for right now I'm satisfied being where I am, and I feel supported and I feel appreciated, and that's worth a lot coming from what I did. So a couple of people have, that are physically in my life have told me that when they run into me or they see me, they're like, "You look happy." And I'm like, I am. And it really hasn't been until I've been here for a few months that I'm like, dang, I really wasn't happy. And, as soon as you say that, when it comes to teaching, people are like, "Oh, it must have been the kids. The kids must have been bad, blah, blah, blah." And it's not the kids. It was, honestly, it never was the kids. It was everything outside of that. But nonetheless, so I'm actually here today to share a library book that I recently got. I've had it on my Amazon wish list for a little bit. Because when I heard about it, I probably heard about it on TikTok or Book Talk or something. But I knew I wanted it. And I realized that I could get a copy from another library. And I was like, heck yes, sign me up. So the book is called Absolutely Normal, Short Stories that Smash Mental Health Stereotypes. And it's like an anthology of a bunch of different stories. There's poems, there's graphic novels. There's just a lot of different things that are written by, I think it's 16. Yeah, it's 16 different authors that come together. And basically all of them are in one way, shape, or form affected by mental health, either by a diagnosis or they're connected to someone, however it is. And the beginning of each chapter tells you who wrote it, the title of it, and then it also gives content warnings. And then at the end of each one, it has little notes from whoever the author was, kind of talking about where their inspiration came from or what they battle with or whatever. I think I haven't got very far. I'm about 50 pages in, but already I can tell it's very heavy, but it's very good. This is something that needs to be out in the world. I would definitely check your content warnings, because there are some, and it will even tell you at the beginning of each story, if it idolizes suicide or self-manipulation, self-harm, obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, depression, etc., whatever it may be. But it's definitely something to look into. But I think you definitely need to be in the right headspace. So I have another book that I'm listening to on audiobook, and also another book, physical book that I'm reading, that if this becomes too much, I'm going to bounce back to that. But I bring this book up because I was reading last night, and there was a poem that was written by one of the authors in this book, and it just hit me really hard, and it's beautiful. It's very beautiful, and I wanted to share it with y'all. So I want to give credit, obviously, where credit is due. So this is, like I said, coming from this book. It's coming from the section called A Body with Holes, and it's by Ebony Stewart. And the content note is this story references body image struggles. So obviously, if that's something that you're dealing with or something that is very triggering for you, I suggest stopping now. Don't watch the rest of the video, but I did want to read this for those of you that were interested, because it's really good. So anyway, I'm just gonna read the poem, one of the poems from that section with Ebony Stewart. So the title of it's called Breathe. This is for the ones who went unnoticed, unexpected, left out, outcast, and judged. The ones whose inhale and exhale sometimes get confused. This is for the bastards out of wedlock, for those who have a mother and a father in jail. This is for that 9-year-old who carried a Glock to the playground, for the bully whose words do break bones, and those whose spirits and lives feel like hell. For the vegetarians, meat lovers, and truest vegans. For the anorexic girl who doesn't know what to eat, for the skinny girl who can't gain weight, and for the heaviest beauty who society calls fat. This is for the high school adolescents with face acne, the gay and non-binary, and the ones who feel like they're never enough. This is for the little girl in me who kept the nightmares of her mother's beaten bruises, sobs, and screams embedded in the room down the hallway and kept the secrets. Or for those who've had to hold their breath while receiving unwanted touches. Or those of us who cried, kicked, and screamed. For those of us who have ever hid under a desk in the closet next to the broom. For the ones who heard the gunshot, gasp, and survived death but have the mind of a gravesite or tomb. For those who had bullet holes for hands so they write with their tongues. For those who give everything they've got and get nothing in return. This is for the nerds, disabled, emos, punks, and the first to lose. This is for the black kids exhausted and surviving. The dancer, the scientist, the fashion guru. The oppressed, depressed, anxious with suicidal ideations. For the ones who didn't think they'd make it, but resiliently kept going. I see you deserving to take a breath. Breathe. That should give you a little indication of how this book is, the tone. But it's also giving hopefulness. As I said, I'm not that far into it, but the little bits I've read, it's very uplifting when it comes to how the characters are feeling or how they're dealing with things. I just wanted to share that because that poem kind of hit me pretty hard. I thought it was very beautiful, very beautifully written. And the author actually, in their little note, I gotta find it. Wrong one. Hold on. Please hold for dramatic effect. Basically, talks about having low self-esteem, having a single mom parent, having, learning and exploring that they had PTSD, while kind of overcoming the stigma of PTSD only being something that a veteran suffers from. So yeah, I thought I would just come on and kind of check in, but also share that with y'all. Once again, the book is called Absolutely Normal, Short Stories That Smash Mental Health Stereotypes. There needs to be more stuff written like this. This needs to be more. But anyway, I hope you guys are well. Sorry I've been MIA. I'm trying to get used to a new job and a new schedule. I've been doing a lot of trainings. I'm starting to officially be able to do stuff kind of on my own. I do have someone checking behind me, which I appreciate, but she's been wonderful. She's giving me lots of praises and stuff, so I'm doing great. But I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are in a good place mentally, and if not, know that you will come on the other side of it, that despite the pain, the joy comes in the morning, and I fully believe that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this. Let me know if you'd like me kind of do more book reviews. I've been thinking about it, but I have been doing a few on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on there, my book talk account is at Jessica with a book. So yeah, So I will see you guys later, and I hope this video did something for you. Bye.